relationships aren't for everyone. Listen to me. I know right now, and I'm speaking on the terms of being like a young adult. I'm 21 years old, right? I've only ever had one relationship, and it was a short one. But relationships aren't for everyone. And the reason why I'm saying that is because right now there's a lot of pressure that you might feel from your friends, from your family, even from yourself to get into a relationship, to find someone, whether you love them or not, but someone who appreciates you enough so that you can just, say you're in a relationship, or you can show your friends that you're in a relationship, or you can show your family that you're in a relationship, that you have someone. And the reason why I'm saying that it's not for everyone, it's not for you to rush into, is because once you do, let's say you find that special girl, that special guy, or whatever, once you do, and then it's not what it was cracked up to be, it's not what you expected it to be, then the sort of hurt, the sort of misery, the sort of sadness you end up feeling after would have made all of it not worth it. Would have made those expectations from your friends, from your families, not worth any of it. I can't tell you the amount of people who get married, who get into relationships, who get into situationships, whatever the case may be, and I mean, it's a story as old as time. People getting into relationships that they absolutely otherwise wouldn't have gone into if they didn't feel the pressure that they felt from their friends, from their families, or for themselves. Especially nowadays with social media being what it is. Right? I saw it with my parents. My parents, I would say they're two people who absolutely never should have gotten in a relationship. And I know as I'm saying that, that would probably mean that I wouldn't be born. But truly, it's hard for me to even say this, but in a sense, I kind of feel that I wish my parents hadn't gone to the relationship that they had gone to, even if it means that I wouldn't exist today. And I know that's sort of weird to think about. It's like, why would you think that? But I'm not like a gloomy or doom guy. But if you see the state my parents are in right now, how much hatred they have for each other, how much their relationship, how much pain it's brought them individually, how much pain it's brought me, right? How damaged it's made me, how scared of relationship it's made me, how much just trauma it's brought me, and how much it's affected not just me, not just them, but our extended family, from my mom's side to my dad's side. I mean, the family's ruined, right? So much hatred and sadness and complete distrust from all sides because two people who shouldn't have been together got together. Two people who maybe at the time they liked each other, but they didn't realize that they weren't good enough for each other. They weren't at points in their lives where they should have done what they did, right? And let me tell you, man, you don't want to be that parent who ends up with a kid that you're eventually going to hate, because trust me, when you have a kid that you don't plan for, when you have a kid that you don't, it's not something that you wanted, you're gonna end up resenting that kid, because obviously now you can't live your life anymore. Your life ends once you have kids. It's no longer your life. It's up to you. It's your kids' lives, and you have to do everything that you can. It's your responsibility as a parent to live that life for your kids, to make sure that they are able to grow up in a good enough environment so that they can become functioning members of society. Or else you failed as a parent. You truly have. So do yourself a favor and really think twice. Really think twice. And I know, it's hard for you to say, oh, I don't want to give up this relationship because of all the extra benefits that come with it, right? The benefits that come with it, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's sexually, whether it's whatever sort of benefit you get from being with the person that you're with right now. You may not love the person. You may know in deep down in your heart that you're not even meant to be together. You're not meant for each other. You're not good for each other. But you're with that person for whatever secondary benefit. But I want you to please make sure, I truly don't care what it is that you're with that person for. That's your business. But please, do the world a favor and don't have children with a person that you don't love. Don't have children if you're not going to be there to help and provide for them. If you're not going to be there to be the mom and dad that you probably yourself wish you had. Because so many kids, man, I cannot tell you, like, I barely even know one nowadays. Whether it's from my friends, whether it's from kids that my cousins, whether it's from my friends' brothers, little brothers, not one do I hear about, not one successful relationship do I hear about nowadays. It's like, oh yeah, my mom and dad are happy, yeah, everything's great at home. It's always something. It's always, yeah, my dad and my mom are separated. Oh, my dad has a new girlfriend that I don't like. My mom has a new boyfriend I don't like. And what that ends up doing is that it creates what that ends up doing is that it creates a lot of problems that kid is going to have to go through. Problems that he will experience right now, problems that he will experience in 5 years, problems that he will experience in 10 years. So it's not just now. You have to think about that. There's a future you're putting in jeopardy because of your actions right now. And I know whatever benefit you're getting from the relationship you're in right now is too good to give up. It's too good for you to give up, regardless of the consequences. But please, for yourself, for your own future, because this kid you're going to raise without a dad, without a mom, he's going to end up having issues. She's going to end up having problems that later on you have to deal with. Or even if you don't deal with it and you just throw them out to the world to deal with, someone else will have to deal with. Someone else will have to marry your daughter, and she's gonna end up ruining the relationship. Someone else is gonna marry your son, and he's gonna end up destroying that relationship and destroying and ruining someone else's life. And the cycle is gonna keep going on and on and on. So do the world a favor. Do yourself a favor. And regardless of how great the benefits you're getting from whatever relationship you're in right now, don't have children, right? Don't have kids. I'm sorry. If that's too hard for you to just grasp and understand, because I don't care how great you are as a mother, it's really, really hard. And it's incredibly, you could do everything that you can as a mother and be the best mother that you can be, single. But if that child isn't the type of child that can receive that love that only a mother can give, and he's able to grow with the difficulties that he's going to grow, not having a father around, you're going to create a lot of problems for that kid. And the same thing goes for a father. Being a single father, you can teach that kid all the life lessons that you want, but if he doesn't have a loving mother around, and you guys don't have a great relationship to really give that kid an example of what a loving mother and father relationship can be, that kid's going to end up becoming the sort of problem that everyone else complains in this world. If you look at right now in our society, what do people complain about the most? Relationships, right? Whether it's single mothers, whether it's deadbeat fathers, whether it's, kids who are insolent, disrespectful kids. What do you think all these problems stems from? It stems from not having parents who are they're present at home, a mother and a father who are loving and can provide a loving environment for that kid to grow up in. So then, because that kid doesn't have a loving environment with a loving mother and father, they go and seek it out externally out in the world. And a lot of times, they don't find the good things. It's really hard to find good things out there in the world. When it's just in your home, you can control the sort of information that are released to your kids. When they're out left to the world and they're left to the internet, a lot of times they're soaking in bad information. So yeah, just do that favor for us. You know, be responsible for yourself and for this world. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Catch you next time. Peace.